Good afternoon. Just wanted to pop by here. I was going to do all of this live, but my my 7-year-old had a little hiccup in his day, and there was a fair amount of crying going on here. So rather than subject you to that, you're just getting the little touch-up portion. I'm making some bunnies for some cards, and I just wanted to share a quick little tip with you folks today about white stamped images. White stamped images are great if you just black and white them, but you really need to learn how to shade them. And it's super simple to do. This is, hope you can see that kind of bunny. That's one I've done. And the shading in this is so simple. It's really just a stark black image, and I inked it originally with VersaFine black. And then it's simply paintbrush, some kind of really, I'm using this smoke ink. It's a very light gray ink. And I just kind of pounce that onto a stamp block. Get my brush just a little bit wet. Grab a little bit of that, and then you're just going to highlight in some of that gray for shading. You don't need a lot. You just need a little bit to kind of offset how stark the black and white is, because in the real world, there's shadows with everything. So even if an object is perfectly white, it's not. And so you just kind of find those places where there would be shadow, like under the chin. See how I did that on his chest there? And back there, and there's going to be some shadows around where his paws are, and there, and back in his hip area and his foot, and then definitely up in the ears too. Now I had thought about doing a little bit of pink. If you can see here, I've already pinked his nose just a little bit. I used same thing. I just used this Hero Arts pink there with a paintbrush just to kind of dab that in just a little bit. I thought about doing his ears pink too, but I thought, nah, I think that he's going to be best with just the gray highlight. And so I wanted to just do a couple of these because, you know, I've told you I never do one thing at a time. I always try to do a couple. And if you get a little too much color, just use a rag and you can kind of pull it up a little bit, but don't smear. Pounce if you're not liking it. I'm gonna get a little water on that because that's a little bit darker than what I wanted. See if I can spread that a little bit there. And then now this one I did just to test him out. I did that one with not with the VersaFine, but with that smoke colored ink. I stamped it that way. I'm not sure that I like it as much. I really like how the black and the gray works together, just a little bit of shading. But hey, you know what? We've got it, so let's just see what it does, see how it looks. That's all I'm doing. And then I've got some, ooh, I got that really wet. Boo, boo. And then we're going to go and try and spread that a little bit. Save it if we can. That's not too bad. Yeah, not my best work up on that one. But that's why we do multiple ones. And you know, when I started doing this Lori B. Crafty page, I always swore that I would share some of the crazy stuff because so many people I know, you know, they're scared to pick up a brush and to try something different or to try to shade something, and because they're like, oh, it looks so good when you're done. Well, yeah, because I've done it 3 or 4 times. You know, I had a couple of test runs before I actually did the one on the card. And like for this instance, I don't particularly like how this one turned out. It is what it is. Do a little bit of jaw down there. You know, it is what it is. You don't have to like everything that you do. It may grow. One thing I have learned too is it's something I may have initially hated. I'll walk away from it and I'll look at it a couple of days later and go, well, you know, that's really not so bad. You know, of the 3 that I just did, I think that The two black and white are my favorite, but I'm not going to get rid of that gray one there. I think these two are my favorite. And I'm still working on that Simon Says stamp kit. I know you guys are probably sick of it, but here's the thing. When you spend 30 plus bucks on a kit, you want to get as much out of it as you can. But with that kit came these cute little bunny tails, so I think that I'm going to use those. I'll get those. I think I'm going to fussy cut this out and then affix those on and put it to a panel. So that's all I wanted to share with you with this quick live this afternoon. I'm happy to report my previously throwing a fit 7-year-old is now outside, and I can see him right now riding his scooter. And just so you know, moms and dads, I understand, because that 20-minute fit was because I said he couldn't watch TV. Ooh, mean mommy. All right, well, listen, everyone, I hope you have a great day. Don't be afraid to try a little bit of shading on your black and white stamp things. It is bunny season. I know we're all going to be doing bunnies, and I'll share this card later tonight. Thanks all. Bye-bye.